Thank you for your interest in Jameson HCR products. In this brief tutorial, you will find information to prepare you for a proper survey of the HCR model PCAV. This process will ensure a properly sized unit, correct power setup, which will result in a timely and efficient installation of the Jameson HCR PCAV unit on your walk-in doorway. Preparation time is never wasted time. The model PCAV will be installed on the inside of the freezer doorway, but we will start our survey on the outside of the freezer doorway. The PCAV unit will function with a slide, hinged, or roll-up door. First, check for any obstacles surrounding the door opening. Many common obstructions are fastened above or around the door and can include fire alarms, drain lines, refrigerant sensors, and door switches. It is imperative to take a photograph at least 15 feet away from the door opening. This photo should capture any obstructions that would hinder an installation. An optimal amount of space above the door opening for a PCAV control cabinet would be approximately 30 inches. The PCAV control cabinet measures 24 by 24 inches. If less than 30 inches is available, this condition will not prohibit an installation. The Jameson HCR install teams will work around the spacing issue if possible. While taking photographs of the outside area around the designated doorway, get a detailed photograph of the freezer or cooler identifier name or tag. Please use the metallic or phenolic label plate to identify the freezer, such as this picture, the LTA17 tag. This will ensure the unit is installed in the proper location and help eliminate any confusion caused by temporary labels. Once the outside of the freezer is surveyed, move to the door interior and jam measurements. While taking measurements, make sure that the opening is plumb and square. Measure from the floor to the top of the door jamb opening with a standard tape measure. Measure across the door jamb opening from the inside of the jamb to the opposing side. The preferred method is to measure and survey in inches. The PCAV unit uses standard inch measurements, and doors are typically manufactured in 6-inch increments. At this point, check for any damages to the jamb or wall that would hinder the installation. And for reference, the door in this photograph measures 48 by 90 inches. Continue the survey by moving to the inside of the freezer or cooler. Start with a photograph of the entire door opening at least 15 feet away. Once again, check the surrounding area for obstacles preventing an installation. Curbing and bollards would need to be clear at least 8 inches away from the bottom of the door jamb horizontally. The absence of curbs or impediments will ensure a proper installation of factory-supplied plenum protectors for the unit. The PCAV header is equal to the width of the opening, is 12 inches tall, 12 inches deep, and requires 3 inches above for serviceability. The side plenums are the height of the opening and are 4 inches wide on each side of the opening, 12 inches in depth. Another common obstacle inside a freezer or cooler is product shelving and steel racking. Because the PCAV unit's plenum legs extend 12 inches out from the wall and are 4 inches wider than the opening, for the PCAV unit to be installed, please remove any racking closer than 18 inches from the opening before the install teams arrive to the job site. Also remove any product closest to the door. After capturing photographs of the installation site, Jameson HCR requests photos of the electrical room. Start with a photo of the entire electrical room or power wall. Indicate which panel number is available. Secondly, move to the breaker panel where the power for the PCAV unit will land. Photograph the inside of the panel with the door open, showing 3 consecutive breaker spaces available. A photograph of the tag inside the panel is also required to verify the panel type. This will confirm that the type of breaker that needs to be installed and the voltage that is required is correct. 460 or 208 volt 3-phase. Finally, step off the distance from the doorway to the electrical room. As an average step is approximately 36 inches, count the number of steps and multiply by 3 for distance to the power panel. Here is a sample PCAV survey form. If Jameson HCR has this info, we have enough information to provide a proper quotation and successful installation. Again, thank you for your interest in Jameson HCR products. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us at the information listed below. Jameson, more than just a better door.